Leading Occupy LA. I've got a few things that I'd like to say. I'm very, very proud to be actually somebody that constantly occupies LA. I moved here 2 years ago. It's one of the greatest cities on the planet, let alone America. And I see a lot of very conscious people here. City maker, everybody here, you are taking a movement in history. You're part of the historical record just by being here, being recorded. Everybody here is going to be posting videos of everything they see, pictures. So you're here in a very important movement. I'm going to start with a quote by my favorite philosopher, who's the greatest president I believe we've ever had, Thomas Jefferson. He said that all tyranny needs to gain a foothold is for the people of good conscience to remain silent. And that's been true in our country for a long time. But today you look around and you see a lot of people very conscious of the inequities that are around us and the tyranny of the government that is around us. And the fact that we kind of live in a modern martial law state. I mean, my mother, who's one of the nicest, richest people ever, is scared when a cop gets behind her driving down the road. You know, that says something about our country. I'm going to read a couple of facts that came from a Congressional Budget Office report. And these are kind of upsetting, and it's basically why we're all really here. The top 1% of income earners have more than doubled in the last 30 years. This report actually was released just whenever all the Occupy Wall Street concerns really started gaining national media attention. According to this Congressional Budget Office report, between 1979 and 2007, the incomes of that top 1% have almost tripled, 300%. Since 1979, the income of the bottom 90% has decreased by $900, while that of the 1% increased over $700,000. From 1992 to 2007, the top 400 incomers in the United States saw their income raised approximately 400%, and their taxes reduced by over a third. In 2009, the average income of the top 1% was $960,000. Now, in 2007, the 1% of the American population owned over a third of the country's total wealth, and the next 19% owned 50.5%, which means that the top 20% of wealth holders in the United States own 85% of the nation's capital, and the bottom 10% own only 15%. Or excuse me, the bottom 80%. Basically, the 1% that we're talking about after the Great Recession of 2007 saw their wealth rise up to 37.1% of control of the nation's wealth. And the top 20% totaled up to 87.7%, which means that basically the top 20% of the country owned almost 90% of the nation's wealth. During this economic expansion of 2002 to 2007, just before the economic Great Recession, the income of the top 1% grew 10 times faster than that of the bottom 90%. So basically, all of this amounts to the fact that as the 99%, the gap between us and the 1% is growing larger and larger every single day. And it's due to actions like this and everyone coming together like this in Los Angeles. All of you, exactly, give me Occupy LA is an important movement. All important that we're all and to keep coming back and keep demonstrating. Another quote. A wise and frugal government which shall restrain men from injuring one another, shall leave them otherwise free to regulate their own pursuits of industry and improvement, and shall not take from them the mouth of the labor of the bread it is earned. That is the sum of good government, and this is necessary to close the circle of our felicities. That is also Thomas Jefferson. So I'm about to pass the mic on for the announcement for General Assembly. My name is Ryan Weathers. Again, I moved to this great city 2 years ago. I'm proud to be a citizen here and call myself a California resident. You guys live in one of the greatest cities on the earth. And again, it's just an honor to actually be here and be able to speak in front of you all, make you aware of again, some of the statistical facts of why we're all here. And again, it's not changing. I leave you with this. Dream. 5 letters. And I think they really stand for democracy, rules, equality amongst men. So I dare you all to dream, and dream big, because it's important to remember that only by an increase in our actual democracy will we see any increase in the equality between us and that 1% that is keeping such a terrified grip on their will.
Yeah!
Thank you, Occupy LA.
Thank you.
Please, everyone, go to the General Assembly.
Yes, sir.